Hi students, today we can study second part of exercise 10.3. Already we are completed question number 1 to 7. Now we can study question number 8. Find the magnitude of two vectors A vector and B vector having the same magnitude and such that angle between them is 60 degree and their scalar product is 1 by 2. If you consider two vectors, first vector is A vector and second vector is B vector. In this question they already given some conditions having the same magnitude. That means the magnitude of A vector and magnitude of B vector is same, equal. What do you mean by magnitude? Magnitude means length of A vector. Magnitude of B vector means what is the length of B vector. Then the angle between them is 60 degree. You can consider angle is 60 degree. And their scalar product is 1 by 2. Scalar product means dot product. A vector dot B vector is 1 by 2. These conditions given, we have to find out magnitude. Magnitude of that both vectors. We can start. Let angle between A vector and B vector, we will consider theta. Theta how much in here? Theta is 60 degree. Given some more conditions given, the magnitude of both vectors are equal. And scalar product is 1 by 2. A dot B equal to 1 by 2. Already we have studied one formula about scalar product, otherwise dot product, that is A vector dot B vector equal to magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector cos theta. A vector dot B vector, that is 1 by 2. Magnitude of A vector. Magnitude of A vector and magnitude of B vector is equal. So in the place of magnitude of B vector, we can write magnitude of A vector because equal. Cos theta is 60 degree. 1 by 2. Magnitude of A vector into magnitude of A vector is magnitude of A vector square into cos 60. Cos 60 value you know, that is 1 by 2. We can write in bracket since cos 60 degree equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2. From right side, this 1 by 2 bring to left side, that will be 2 divided by 1 equal to magnitude of A vector square. 2 and 2 cancel, the remaining 1 divided by 1, that is 1. Now check it in right side, we can see one square, that square also bring to left side, that will be square root. Square root of 1 equal to magnitude of A vector. Square root of 1, square root of 1 is plus or minus 1 equal to magnitude of A vector. You know, magnitude means a length of vector. A length cannot be negative. Always we can take positive quantity only in the case of length. Then we cannot use in here minus, plus 1. And our magnitude of A vector is 1. But we have to find out magnitude of two vectors. So what will do? Check it. First condition, they given same magnitude, isn't it? That means magnitude of A vector and magnitude of B vector is equal. So we can write in here magnitude of B vector. Therefore, magnitude of A vector and B vector equal to 1 unit. Pause the video or write down in your notebook. Next question is question number 9. Find modulus of x vector, that means magnitude of x vector, if for a unit vector A vector. A vector is a unit vector. Unit vector means magnitude of unit vector is 1, isn't it? Then x vector minus A vector into x vector plus A vector equal to 12. In here we have to find out a magnitude of x vector, isn't it? Given A vector is an unit vector. So magnitude of A vector equal to 1 unit. Magnitude of A vector is 1 unit because that is unit vector already given in this question. Now one equation given here, we can write that equation first. X vector minus A vector into x vector plus A vector equal to 12. Remove bracket 1 by 1, x vector into x vector dot x vector. Then x vector into A vector. Then using by minus A vector we can remove bracket, minus A vector into x vector, minus A vector into x vector. Again minus A vector into A vector equal to 12. X vector dot x vector. Already you have studied some observation in the introduction of this exercise. That time x vector dot x vector we can write modulus of x vector square. This is like one observation we have studied. Use that observation in here. Then first part we can write magnitude of, otherwise modulus of x vector square plus x vector dot A vector minus scalar product is commutative. Commutative means x vector dot A vector and A vector dot x vector is equal. You can see in left side the position of x vector is first place, isn't it? In here right side that is second place, isn't it? If you change the position of two vectors, when you take scalar product, that is equal. This is known as commutative law. That commutative law we can apply in here. This A vector dot x vector we can write x vector dot A vector. Just reverse the position of x vector and A vector minus this one we can write magnitude of A vector square using by first observation equal to 2. Magnitude of x vector whole square, then this to cancel, that will be 0 because plus x vector dot A vector minus x vector dot A vector. When you subtract same terms you will get answer 0 only, minus Magnitude of a vector, already we have written magnitude of a vector is 1 then square equal to 12. Magnitude of x vector square, this one, equal to 12. This minus 1 square bring to right side. 1 square means 1 into 1, that is 1. This minus 1 bring to right side, that will be plus 1. Modulus of x equal to the square bring to right side, that will be square root 12 plus 1, 13. And here no need to use plus or minus. What is the reason? Magnitude of x vector means length of that x vector. Length cannot be negative. So our answer is modulus of x vector equal to square root of 13 units. Just pause the video, write down in your notebook. Now question number 10. If a vector equal to 2i plus 2j plus 3k, b vector equal to minus I plus 2j plus k, and c vector equal to 3i plus j are such that a vector plus lambda b vector is perpendicular to c vector, then find the value of lambda. In here, lambda means one scalar quantity, one number only. We have to find out lambda value. One condition given, a vector plus lambda b vector and c vector is perpendicular. If you consider two vectors, any two vectors, one a vector, another b vector. I am going to consider any two vectors, non-zero vectors. The angle between that both vectors is 90 degree. Then we can say a vector and b vector is perpendicular each other, isn't it? When you study scalar product, what is scalar product? A vector dot b vector equal to magnitude of a vector into magnitude of b vector cos theta. This is scalar product. Then in this case, theta is 90 degree. Magnitude of a vector, magnitude of b vector, cos 90 value is 0. Then 0 into any number, your answer will be 0. Now we can understand a dot b, if you getting answer 0, then we can say a vector and b vector is perpendicular to each other, isn't it? This condition we will use in here in this question, a vector dot b vector equals 0, perpendicular condition. First, we can write a given a vector plus lambda b vector is perpendicular to c vector. Therefore, what we can write, a vector plus lambda b vector dot c vector equal to, what you will get? Already that told this both vectors are perpendicular to each other, then we can write equal to 0 because this condition, isn't it? First we can write a vector plus lambda b vector, a vector is 2i plus 2j plus 3k plus lambda into b vector is minus I plus 2j plus k. Dot c vector is 3i plus j equal to 0. Using by lambda, we can remove bracket 2i plus 2j plus 3k, then minus plus into minus minus lambda into I, then 2 lambda into j vector plus lambda into k vector. Inside the bracket, you can see similar terms, that is 2i and lambda i. From there, I take outside, we can write 2 minus lambda I vector. Similarly, 2 plus 2 lambda, 2 plus 2 lambda j vector, 3 plus lambda k vector into 3i plus j equal to 0. Now we can take scalar product. When you take scalar product, we have two multiple I components are in here I component. Okay, then we can write 2 minus lambda. This is the I component of first vector. Then in here I component is 3 plus next j components, that is 2 plus 2 lambda into in here j component is 1. K, in here k is there, in here k component is 0, no need to multiple, then right side equals 0. Why we multiple like that means in observation of scalar product you studied I dot I equal to 1, j dot j equal to 1, k dot k equal to 1. Then I dot j equal to 0, j dot k equal to 0, k dot I equal to 0. If you multiple different components, that means I and j, you will get answer 0. Then in here also j and k, you will get answer 0. K and I, you will get answer 0, isn't it? Then in this case, if you multiple this I component and j component, you will get answer 0 only. So no need to multiple. Then I dot I is 1, then j dot j is 1. Similarly, k dot k is 1. So you have to multiple only I components from both vectors and j components of both vectors. Similarly, k components of both vectors. In here, k component is 3 plus lambda. In here, what is k component? That is 0. No need to multiple. Now we can remove bracket. 2 into 3, 6 minus lambda into 3, 3 lambda. 2 plus 2 lambda equal to 0. Then minus 3 lambda plus 2 lambda is minus lambda. 6 plus 2, 8 equal to 0. Minus lambda equal to this plus 8 bring to right side, that will be minus 8. Cut it, both minus. Now we got lambda equal to 8. This is our lambda value. Therefore, value of lambda equal to 8. Before I told lambda means one scalar quantity, so no need to write unit anything. Okay, only one number, that value is 8. Next question, question number 11. Show that modulus of a vector b vector plus modulus of b vector a vector is perpendicular to modulus of a vector b vector minus modulus of b vector a vector for any two non-zero vectors a and b vector. In here two vectors given, we have to show that both vectors are perpendicular. Same like previous question, if two vectors are perpendicular, if you consider x vector and y vector, perpendicular means 90 degree. When you find out a dot product x dot y, modulus of x, modulus of y, cos Theta means 90 degree in here, cos 90 value is 0. Then modulus of x vector, modulus of y vector into 0, you will get 0. Dot product, if you getting 0, that time we can say that both vectors are perpendicular. In here we will find out dot product of first vector and second vector. If we are getting answer is 0, then we can say that both vectors are perpendicular. Then second part of that question, for any two non-zero vectors, if you use zero vectors, what will happen? This y vector, another one is this thing x vector, this is 1 point. Why 1 point means I am considered one zero vector. Okay, zero vector means we cannot make any angle in here, isn't it? Then we cannot use any zero vector in this case. Okay, look, if I consider a vector is 0, alright, zero vector, magnitude of zero vector, b vector plus magnitude of b vector, zero vector. This first case, if I consider a vector is zero vector, then this part will be 0 plus in here 0 vector. What do you get? You will get first vector will be 0 vector. Then angle between 0 vector and another vector we cannot find out. 0 vector means only 1 point. Okay, no magnitude. So we cannot consider any 0 vector in here. Now we can find out dot product of given vectors. Now scalar product, magnitude of a vector b vector plus magnitude of b vector a vector b vector minus b vector a vector equal to, remove bracket, first two terms, then here minus is there, so minus a magnitude of a vector b vector into b vector a vector. First term and second term is multiple. Then use second term and first term plus magnitude of b vector a vector, magnitude of a vector b vector. Second term and second term plus into minus, we can write minus magnitude of b vector a vector, magnitude of b vector a vector. Now magnitude of a vector into magnitude of a vector, that is modulus of a vector b vector dot b vector, we can write modulus of a vector square. Why? You already studied in observation, that is x vector dot x vector, we can write modulus of x vector square. This is like one observation you have studied, isn't it? Using that observation we can write b vector into b vector is modulus of b vector square. Then modulus of a vector b vector a vector plus this also we can rearrange. First same like this vector, first write magnitude of a vector, then b vector, then magnitude of a vector, then vector. From here just rearranging only, minus magnitude of b vector square and magnitude of a vector square, because a vector into a vector we can write magnitude of a vector square, otherwise modulus of a vector square, using by same observation, just to be equal. What do you get? First term and last term, that both equal only. In here plus, minus, in here plus, so that will be cancelled, equal to 0. We got answer 0 when you take dot product of both vectors. What we can consider? We can say therefore modulus of a vector b vector plus modulus of b vector a vector and second vector is modulus of A vector B vector minus modulus of B vector A vector is perpendicular. This is our answer. Just pause the video, write down in your notebook. Question number 12. If A dot A equal to 0 and A vector dot B vector equal to 0, then what can be concluded about the vector B vector? In here two conditions given. We have to check B vector is which type vector, 0 vector or non-zero vector. First condition we can use given A vector dot A vector equal to 0. Using by observation A vector dot A vector, we can write modulus of A vector square equal to 0. Modulus of A vector equal to square, bring to right side, that will be square root equal to 0. We got magnitude of A vector is 0. That means this A vector is 0 vector. Hence, the vector B satisfying A vector dot B vector equal to 0. In here we can write in the place of B vector any type vector. What is the reason? Because A vector already we got, that is 0 vector only. We got A vector is 0 vector, isn't it? Then after we can write any type vector in here. We can write 0 vector also. 0 into 0 will get 0 vector only. Then if you write another one non-zero vector, that time also 0 into that vector you will get answer 0 only. Already you know 0 into any number, your answer will be 0. Same like that in the case of vector also, 0 vector into any vector we will get answer 0. So the place of B vector we can write any vector can be any vector. B vector can be any vector. This is our answer. Just pause the video, write down in your notebook. Now question number 13. If A vector, B vector, C vector are unit vectors such that A vector plus B vector plus C vector equal to 0 vector, find the value of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. Already they are given A, B, C are unit vectors. That means magnitude of that vectors are 1, isn't it? First we can write that given A vector, B vector, C vector are unit vectors. So, modulus of A vector, modulus of B vector, modulus of C vector equal to 1 unit. Magnitude of that 3 vectors will be 1 unit because of unit vectors. Again, one more condition given, that is A vector plus B vector plus C vector equal to 0 vector, isn't it? Now we can write A vector plus B vector plus C vector into A vector plus B vector plus C vector equal to, if you multiple, this part is 0 from here, this also 0, 0 into 0, you will get 0 only, isn't it? Now we can remove bracket. Why we are multiple 2 times means we need this term. Directly we will not get, isn't it? So we will multiple this A plus B plus C 2 times. This answer is 0, this part also 0. 0 into 0 will get answer 0 right side, isn't it? Now we can remove bracket. A vector into A vector plus A vector into B vector, A vector into C vector. Then using by B vector, remove bracket. B into A plus B vector plus B vector into C vector. Using by C vector, remove bracket. C vector into A vector plus C vector into B vector. C vector into C vector equal to 0. A vector dot A vector we can write modulus of A vector square using by observation plus A vector dot B vector. A vector dot C vector we can write C vector dot A vector using by commutative property. Just reverse the position. Why we are reversing is because in our question we need C dot A, isn't it? I made just like C dot A plus A dot B. B vector dot B vector we can write modulus of B vector square. This same B dot C, C dot A plus this also we can rearrange B dot C plus magnitude of C vector square. What is magnitude of A vector? That is 1 square plus A dot B plus again you can see one more A dot B. You can write that 2A dot B plus this one C dot A 2C dot A 1 again one more 2, isn't it? Plus again B dot C 2B dot C plus modulus of B vector is 1. From here, okay, modulus of B vector is 1 plus modulus of C vector also 1 square equal to 0. Then from here, from this part, what we can take outside? 2 is common, isn't it? 2 take outside, then remaining A dot B, C dot A, B dot C, bracket close, equal to, then in here you can see 1 square is 1, in here also 1 square, 1, 2, 3 is there, plus 3 bring to right side, that will be minus 3. The next step is this 2 also bring to right side, what you will get? That will be minus 3 already is there, divide by 2. This to bring to right side, that will be divided by 2. Then what is remaining? A dot B, C dot A, B dot C. This is our answer. We have to find out A dot B, B dot C, C dot A. We got answer minus 3 by 2. Just pause the video, write down in your notebook.